Tengo que bajar aquí. Ay, no se le cambia el título automático. A ver si no se cierra el juego. A ver. A ver cómo se pone el chato de voz. Para seguir haciendo corajes con este juego. Ay, se siente tan pequeño el DualShock 4.
Estamos en camino al generador de grietas, pero iríamos mucho más rápido en... ¡Eso! ¿Pero qué? ¡Donna!
No pienso perderlos también en esta dimensión.
¡A la verga!
Yo me encargo.
¿Nos morimos en otra dimensión o qué pedo?
Somos un equipo.
Del perro.
¡Ay! ¡Que me perdí!
Tingo.
¿Municiones? Bueno. ¡Hey! ¿Dónde está mi carro?
Qué estúpido. Ay, no, ¿cuál va a ser eso? Pinches. ¡Ah! ¿Qué pedo, qué pedo, qué pedo? Esto va a estar medio complicado. No mames.
Lo que me estacioné justo aquí.
Ay, no es cierto. ¡Ah!
Esto que me roban en el año. Mi esposa me matará.
Ay, no es cierto. Ahí lo intentaron una vez y si no... Ay no, se ve muy... Adiós, Popo. Ay no. Dime que ya llegué.
Atención, tripulación, campo de asteroides, adelante, abróchense los cinturones. ¡Chocamos! Desabróchense los cinturones y arreglen mi nave.
Ay, me quemé.
Secuaces, preparen una cápsula de escape para el maestro. ¡Abandonen la nave!
No, me gustaron las del bonus, pero ay no. Los bonus deben ser bonus, no pinches pruebas. Ay no, una misión de hielo disfrazada. Oh, verga. Cierto. Turururururu.
¿Caritas?
¿Aló? ¡Ah! ¿Me escuchas o no? ¡Chingada madre! Sus caritas. A ver. ¿Me escuchas, amigo? ¡Hola! Pendeja, ¿me escuchas o no? Ay, no me escucha. ¡Aló! ¡Aló! ¡Ah! No me escucho. Ay, me carga la verga, pinche aplicación pendeja. ¿Aló? ¿Me escuchas ahora sí? Oh, shit. ¿Aló? ¿Ahora sí me escuchas? Duende. ¡Aló! ¿Por qué no se escucha? ¿Por qué no se escucha? Mm, a ver. Micrófono. ¿Aló? ¿Aló? ¿Me escuchas? Ay, pinche chingadera de Windows, está bien mal configurado siempre.
Mm. Ya miraste al novio del Fitzy.
¡Ah, la verga! Sacó su novio. ¿Y ese pollo
Sí,
que
está en
hace el
directo
crach?
con su novio.
¡Eh! Tan directo con su novio. A ver, espérame. A ver, amiguitos, espérenme que tengo que ver el chisme. Estoy jugando crach en la PC.
¿No estás viendo lo del Overwatch?
Ah, ya es ahorita, güey.
Ya.
A ver, vamos a ver lo del Overwatch. Twitch TV.
La primera novedad, amiguito, es de que es 5 contra 5.
5 contra 5. O sea, Dios tanque.
Un tanque, dos healers, dos DPS.
No, no sirve. Ay, los comerciales.
¿Tú estás listo?
Que estaba jugando Crash amiguitos, pero ahora vamos a ver el chisme de Overwatch.
Estoy seguro.
Vamos a acabar esto. Ay, no. Espérame.
Pero estás en
Salir.
medio de la nada.
Salir al
Eduardo
script.
está soltero, Adil está soltero, Aislinn está soltera.
Somos los sobrevivientes, amor. Por el momento.
Ahorita le seguimos esa madre. Ay, guaca, comerciales de Eugenio Derbez. Ya.
It's on the YouTube somewhere.
Ese es su novio, está bien feo, güey. Está
Su
gordo.
novio es un...
Oh, those maple leaves.
Ay, no,
Está,
guacala.
está grandote su carita.
¿Cómo que está grandote? ¿Tienen pitote?
No, pues se mira muy ancho.
There's that Tim
Pues tiene el
Horton.
Está
pito muy
gordo.
ancho. Está venudo.
¿Quién sabe?
Ay, está bien raro su novio. Y dijo que era su novio.
Go on Overwatch World
Sí.
Tour.
Va a ver de... Ah, no. Overwatch Team.
Quiero jugar hace rato con él.
Rialto, Italy.
Ese güey que hace ahí el pinche estilosa, güey.
Busan.
¿Invitaron?
What? You've been to Rialto? The bridge? Yeah, there's the bridge in the game. Said Matt.
Pues sí, amiguito. Presentaron a la Zarya, al Reinhardt.
Okay.
La Zarya tiene 4 burbujas.
¡A la verga! Ah, pues como estaba la otra vez.
Right,
Los
'cause
que
it
estén
came from
cerca.
GCP, I forgot.
No. O sea, tiene 2 burbujas para ella y 2 burbujas para dar a los aliados.
¡A la
Chris, I don't
verga!
think so.
Se mira que la Zarya va a estar fuertecita.
Pues tiene
El
que,
Winston
güey.
pusieron una habilidad nueva, pero no
Valvo.
la miré bien. Estaba comiendo.
What's
Pues
the
el
feeling
Reinhardt ya
about
tiene más
changes here?
control.
Flash chat's pretty pissed. I don't play tank.
Sombra.
Pero
I'm
5. Ay, no sé,
Tank
güey.
is
Bueno,
played right
tú,
now
güey.
very-
Con el tanque. Ahí nadie va a jugar
You work
tanque
with a
ya, güey. De por
dude
sí nadie
tank,
juega, güey.
So, it's a
No,
huge
o sea,
change.
Siento que ya no va a estar tan... Bueno, va a ser más fácil de
But change
balancear.
doesn't always mean bad.
Eh.
Change is change, and you have to change.
A
But
ver, la diva. La diva la mira igual.
where's Sombra? What? Oh, she's dead. Never mind. There we go. Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Mm.
Wait, is this defense matrix like?
Es el de empujar los huevos. Van a ser 2 horas.
Presentaron en el mapa de Nueva York. Está chido.
Van a ser 2 y 2, pero se cargan como con un cooldown. Como la curación de la Brigitte que tiene cooldown.
Also help the queue time. But I watched who's 5v5,
Puedes usarla una
guys.
detrás de otra o usar una y es esperando que te suba. O como los blinks de la Tracer.
Sí, como los
TWO.
links. Puedes usar
2 y
todo
2.
de un putazo, pero pues no...
Pero si son 2 y 2 o es como como en el parche que era una y luego... o sea que la puedes elegir para ti o para tu equipo.
Dive with Diva, kind of.
No.
2 y 2. A la verga.
Kenji Sombra. So weird seeing on the
Pero es que también le quitas el Reinhardt, güey.
El Reinhardt pues tiene 2 de esas chingaderas que lanza.
Pues que le quitas a ¿cómo se llama? A los tanques, a otro tanque, güey.
So you can't really.
Y los tanques luego llenan las burbujas. Bueno, llenan de poder.
Man,
Siento
Diva
que
didn't drop him,
el
drop a
meta lo van a
mech on
cambiar los
anybody.
tanques. Dependiendo del tanque que tenga el
No, I don't
equipo.
have a demo. We're watching
Vas a ver si ganas
the
o
demo.
pierdes.
I guess the wording is not the same.
Si es así, el Sigma va a estar fuerte.
Did you
También.
just use beat drop?
Güey, pero no
Zarya Reinhardt.
sé, güey. Cuando es un tanque se lo violan bien chido, güey.
Es que por eso nada más van a ser 5.
Oh,
Pues sí, pero entre los...
va a estar pegado con un tanque.
No mames.
all those years ago.
Puede ser.
No sé, de que cambia el juego sí lo cambia. Pero esa sería la solución. Prácticamente ya quitaron el doble de barrera.
Nate looked more purple.
Ay, ponles en su Twitter. Ah, entonces 3 años para quitar un personaje. Y ya es todo lo que hicieron.
Wasn't like- Oh, yeah, that's what I saw
No,
earlier.
pues genios, güey. Ponle, güey, a ver qué dice.
I guess the
Ponle
blue were too
tú.
close.
No, amiguito, yo soy el de las ideas. Tú las llevas a cabo.
We're changing up, like everything's work in progress. It's possible to change, although we're pretty happy with it right now. This is a change to
Oh, the Sombra gun sounds different.
overhealth. This is like the largest system. On Overwatch 1, you can have over armor,
Lumpy.
over shields.
¿Y está jugando el estiloso o ese uno está jugando?
Have normal health
No.
and shields.
No sé.
So
¿Qué 2 horas de ver a otros güeyes jugando?
trying to create clarity and make sure the game's very readable in all these senses.
Oh,
A ver, deja
Sombra
voy
dead,
y
wasn't
me regreso al pedazo que no he visto. Al fin que este es gameplay. Overwatch. Live stream.
Vete al YouTube, en el YouTube está.
Ajá, lo que voy a hacer.
was like, I can't even understand what I'm
Nada más
looking at
para
right now.
regresarme
This
a
is like
donde la
so
Saria.
insane. So we ended up condensing all of the over.
Oh, that's right, because they feel like it kind of has to have a huge impact on.
Ay, pero también es gameplay. ¿Dónde están poniendo la...?
Players being able to take more control of the game, right? Creating more flanking routes.
Ponle unos 10 minutos antes, porque no la acaban de sacar hace poquito.
Back to some of the old maps, like if you look at King's Row, that middle section, that street section of King's Row.
No, ya le
there's
puse desde donde
one
están las
piece of
entrevistas,
cover.
pero no se ve que hayan puesto
In
nada.
that entire section, it's just corners
Pero
of
la Fara
buildings.
se ve
Estaban
igual.
estos mapas.
¿Pero estaban jugando o lo explicaron nada más?
I think you can kind of see it here,
Lo
even
explicaron
with,
y
stuff
jugaron
like
un
that.
ratito con
I know
ellos.
the taxis here in the streets.
Bueno,
so you
pusieron
have
la cámara de
the
la Saria.
windows, the pillar to hide behind in the middle. There's a route through the subway.
Ah, ya encontré la Saria.
Actually give them some more aggression and be a little.
Vamos a regresarle poquito para ver las dos,
Say that
Siento que la serie va a estar bien OP.
Mira, se ve
Talk to
chido
me
ese
a little bit
mapa.
about like the thoughts on how like the Roadhogs of the world, Divas, even Zarya. I know there's some interesting stuff with Zarya as a solo tank.
Yeah, so like I said before, a lot of this is still work in progress. We're still sort of addressing hero by hero. But like because
Attackers
when we
incoming.
started going to one tank, it was sort of
Ah,
like,
sí, son 2 y 2 a la verga.
what direction are we pushing tanks now?
Ya vi a la pinche...
You know, a lot more static, defensive.
A la Fara, güey.
You know, big
Ahí con
barriers,
un chingo de burbujas todo el
Or
tiempo.
the opposite, where like you take the Reinhardts and the Rissas and Sigmas and actually give them some more aggression and be a little more like Roadhog and Diva. And so we definitely opted for that latter route after playing because it's like not only is it just more fun
Ah,
to
mira, ya le
have that
puso
kind of
uno.
extra speed and aggression, but you know a lot of what people had a lot of comments on in the past when the metas get too.
No. Sí son compartidas, pendejo.
You know,
Sí son
the one
compartidas.
Ursa
Sí, son
blocking you
compartidas.
to chain shields, and it's just like
A la
people
verga.
had comments like, "Oh, I feel like I'm shooting shields all the time," which so like we were definitely.
Sí,
hearing all
porque
that,
ahorita
and
que
you
vi
can
que
see
usó
some of the
una,
balance changes
desapareció
we
la
made in the
otra.
past. Live game, they've been trying speed and aggression.
A ver, voy a poner otra vez a donde la escogen.
Even on
Es que a mí la cámara del Pizzi no me dejaba ver.
just his body, as I say that, we have a Zarya, Hogs of the world.
Yeah, so but like because how, what direction are we pushing tanks now? We going? We're trying to make Roadhog, you know, a lot more static defensively and have, you know,
Sí, son
barriers
compartidas.
to protect his team, or do we want?
Ay, no,
the
qué
opposite,
hueva.
where, like take the Reinhardts and the Rissas and Sigmas and actually give them
A la
some
verga, yo
aggression
no me lo
to be a
usaría
little more,
conmigo.
Roadhog and Diva. And so we definitely opted for that latter route after playing because it's like, not only is it just more fun to have that kind of extra speed and aggression, but you know a lot of what people had a lot of comments on in the past when the metas get too full of barriers and shields, and honestly even sometimes when there's just you know.
Pues lo que habían metido en el parche, falta que metan lo de los experimentales ahí, güey. No, pues, órale. Ya estaba jugando al Overwatch 2 sin darme cuenta. ¿A quién más le hice? Ah, pues al Reinhardt, al... Bla, bla, bla. Ya le regresaron todo a la Brigitte.
Batiste can do a little bit more damage. Zen, you can kind of orb the tank.
O ya la borraron.
The damage that probably has to be way easier.
Ya te le cambiaron su
For sure, yeah, we
Ulti.
got a lot of feedback from support
No,
players.
da
It's a
igual.
lot easier to
Nomás
focus, and a lot
cuando
of
le
times
metes el orbe de
we almost have
sanación y el
this
de
like
Discord.
communication
Lo
between
pueden
the two
mirar ahí
support
en
players,
el...
and you know you
Mira
have like
mejor.
Mercy's like
Ah, ya, que se van rellenando de sangre.
and you have like a Lucio or
Sí,
something like
pero
that
no...
to spot heal everybody
No le
else.
pusieron nada de
and speed
movilidad.
everybody up. But there's other strats like sometimes we've
Pero
seen
pues la ulti es la
people
misma,
too
güey.
big
¿Qué hay de nuevo
main
en...?
essentially, and try to just focus so hard on the tank that even with like
Lo que
Discord
más está
Revolver, it's
cambiando
hard
son
to
los
kill 'em.
tanques.
So that's going to be interesting strat too. So I'm not even sure like what the quote-unquote meta is entirely yet, especially because we're changing things all the time. I guess it's pretty hard for them to settle, but it's
Se ve raro el Zenyatta.
This Zen UI is
Como más lentas las balas.
actually looks really cool. This is something obviously that's incredibly new. I think on live, like it's kind of displayed on the right.
Yeah,
we're
there's
generally looking through this.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Jeff.
I was saying we're generally looking at.
In this state for a
Y
long time too.
ganaron, ahí
It's
platicaron y estamos
always-
en donde estamos ahora.
Kind of letting it.
So now they're unlocking
El
their
de hacer que el
forward slot.
robot te empuje esa madre.
The tragedy strikes for the blue team. Yeah, they need to stay near the robot, I believe, to keep pushing.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Pinche robot huevón.
So you can have, you know, the
No puedes matar al robot.
where everybody walks off the objective and two just looks on sad.
I don't know
Me recuerda un modo de Call of Duty, no sé si lo has visto, amiguito.
Oh, that's a problem.
Que también haces caminar un robot. ¿Jugaste el...? Yo donde lo jugué fue en el Black Ops. Black Ops 3. Ah, pues entonces no sabes cuál es.
I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed watching that.
Yeah, I think, Stylos, I think to your point, like, yeah, when you think about, like, you know, 5v5...
Para que ponerle estilos ahí, ese güey que...
Does it still have that, like, you know, big, like,
no mames, es como... ¿Sabes cómo me lo imagino, güey? Es como esa comida donde están todos los ingenieros, güey. Invitan a un albañil, güey, no a todos, güey, a uno, güey. Entonces este güey de vergas se siente raro porque no está como alrededor de los suyos.
Aunque ya se mira más viejo.
Pues está, se me mira más gordo, más cachetón.
And it doesn't. That we made when we were developing
¿Por
the
qué?
mode,
Mientras vamos a ver si le puedo cambiar
what
aquí.
was more important for push?
Mira
Was
el
it
chubis
for
del novio
one
del
team to be able
pizza.
to get the
Creo que se llama
robot all the way
Michael.
to the end of the map?
Michael.
Was it more important for the robot to be moving back and forth in the map? Because it's
Deja regreso a la transmisión del Fitzy.
so we think that this mode plays better to have it moving back and forth more often, and so the mode mechanics and the map design is all kind of tailored to have that, and it makes it like really exciting.
Yeah, it's just the fast moving, fast flow of combat.
Fast moving, fast flow.
The kind of
Just what you do.
Prácticamente no me están diciendo nada.
Pues sí, es más rápido. Ah, órale. Qué padre.
Nomás lo único novedoso fue eso, 5 contra 5. Que lo están haciendo casi todos los juegos pues, normales, que tienen esa misma composición.
Diva's gotten a lot of changes too, so I think it's worth noting that
what changes did they change in Diva?
Here.
Making them super aggro. In some cases, we're pushing some of the more aggro tanks and making them a little tankier. So, I mean, a lot of cases they have a lot more health, as people notice, but Diva has a lot more matrix.
Sí.
We didn't just like give her more missiles or something like that and let her go kill everybody. It's like she can actually protect the team a little more, so she slides a little bit closer towards.
I don't care.
When would the bubble? How fast is bubble recharge? I wonder. But you could like bubble.
Okay, the first one is
recharge already. Bubble again.
Excited to have you on. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I am very impressed with that. Much more impressed than I thought I would be. It's been so long since I've seen.
Ay, sí, mámaselas, güey.
Yeah, it definitely looks.
Para que te vuelvan a invitar.
Claro.
Ay, pero no sé si 5 contra 5, güey.
¿Crees que esa sería la solución?
Estaría raro, güey. Pero tendrían que ser los mapas también un poco más pequeños, güey.
Dijeron, creo que sí iban a estar más pequeños los mapas. No sé, estaba cocinando cuando empezó esto.
No mames, que estabas cocinando.
Huevo.
I gotta change the port again, I guess.
Yo acá, güey, transmitiendo en vivo la transmisión del Fitzy.
Potty break, go grab a snack.
¿Estás cagando?
Get some water.
No, estoy transmitiendo, pendejo. Estaba jugando Crash.
¿Por qué estás transmitiendo esto? Estás
Porque
transmitiendo la transmisión del
porque me puse a ver esto, güey. Hasta que terminen, regreso al juego.
I was just thinking.
Pero su novio, mira, cómo se sonríen. Pero su novio juega también, ¿no, Overwatch?
No, creo que juega Call of Duty.
Entonces con razón, pues puto, güey.
Vamos.
Cierto, amiguita.
Well, they changed it, right?
Mira las miradotas que se avientan.
Mira. No se aguantan las ganas.
Projected. I wonder how fast it or personal charge, whatever. How fast it recharges. Because yeah, Genji dashing in, going for a nano blade, and then just like showing Diva dying in slow motion. That was just like.
Ay, qué pendeja se murió la diva.
Es que sí vas a tener que esperar siempre al tanque, güey.
Sí.
I guess they're doing Overwatch.
Siento que la diva no va a ser meta.
Nah.
Va a estar muy difícil.
Y va a ser muy dependiente de los tanques, güey. Muy dependiente, güey. Si el tanque es malo, ya valió pito.
Sí, ahora la cambian los tanques.
Ya no hay tanque de respaldo.
Ahora imagínate el gordo de tanque, no lo han puesto.
Ah, el pinche... ¿Cómo se llama el pendejo este? El rojo. El único que no es tanque de los tanques. La rata, güey.
El jamón sigue igual.
Pero... no es tanque, güey. Anda en su pedo, güey. ¿Y ese señor quién es o qué?
Ni idea.
Superstar.
Un Ricky Martin.
Ay, no es cierto. Al pinche niño ese, güey. El super, güey.
Matthew. ¿Quién es ese?
El super, güey. Pinche morrillo que estuvo en la Overwatch League. Ese güey es flex, amiguito. Ese güey sí es top 500 y dar máster en los 3 roles.
Ay, güey.
También pinche escuinclillo, güey. Entrevistas a un niño, güey. Que le va a preguntar de qué viene en la secundaria hoy o qué, güey. No,
Me están preguntando cosas del juego, no
¿qué
de su
comiste
vida,
hoy?
no mames.
¿Qué hizo tu mamá de comer? Ah, ¿ya hiciste la tarea? ¿Cómo te van las calificaciones? No mames, pinche escuinclillo. Va a tener como 19 años, no mames. Pinche morro pedorrillo. Que entrevisten al niño este, güey, de Chile, güey. El que le faltaba un ojo, que tenía cáncer. También juega, ¿no? Ahí está, güey. Es un niño, güey.
Su carita.
Pues
Ya
es un
cállate,
niño.
la verga.
Hágate cuántos años tiene el super. Oh. Super wow, qué pedo.
¿Ya no congela la Mei?
Ah, ya tiene 21 ese güey.
No mames.
¿Qué? ¿Viste el pinche disparo que lanzó?
¿Cuál?
El chango.
No lo miré.
Un rayote bien lejos, güey. Se chingó una fara con el rayo.
No sé, pero la Mei ya no congela.
A la verga. ¿Por qué no?
Nada más hace lento a los enemigos. No congela.
No mames.
No la quisieron poner de tanque.
I didn't even see the Winston. I didn't even see the Winston one.
A ver, deja regreso a ver la transmisión otra. Para repetirla.
No more freezing! Ah!
Yeah, I think absolutely.
Sombra,
No,
she doesn't
eso
hack
está muy
anybody.
feo.
Yeah, I think absolutely.
Ándale. No, la sombra no hackea. Pues es que está raro, güey. Es como quitarle la pinche el slip a la Ana, güey. No, ya no slipea.
Usually shitless. Okay, it's gone.
Which, you know, so I think some people are sort of internally we've had people like kind of worried about that pressure a little bit, like, oh man, that's a lot of like I have a lot of responsibility now. But I think as you start to play it, you realize like, wow, I actually have a lot more tools.
Turned in
Ah, mira el jamón.
with ice instead.
A
She
ver.
better be frozen. I better
Da
see
igual.
some. You throw some ice on the ground and go faster.
It's kind of being empowering and super fun when you get in there, especially obviously with the ability to cancel. And you can poke a little bit with
No te lo están mostrando nada, ¿verdad? Bueno,
No, cosas pasadas.
aquí dice slow enemies and deals additional damage. Ah, que hace más daño y ralentiza a los amigos, pero no ya no congela a las personas en un solo lugar. ¿Nada más los ralentiza? Ah, y el Tesla Cannon de ¿cómo se llama? De Winston. Dice que si lo mantienes apachurrado, carga un rayo de largo alcance.
Está bien.
Pues sí, porque
Es que el Winston está muy olvidado.
No, y aparte necesitabas usarlo así a pinches 10 centímetros, si no, no hace nada. Ahora falta ver cuánto saca ese pinche rayo. Ay, la gorda.
A ver, el bug.
Mira, empuja menos a la gorda. Ay, pues entonces a la pinche Tracy de la sombra la saca a la verga, ¿no? Están bien chaparros.
El gordo tiene armadura.
No, es el único tanque que no tiene armadura. Lana ya se sana sola.
Genji's always been faster, so I don't know why they're showing Genji for that. Oh, never mind. They should both, okay.
No mames, corre un putero ese güey. Y todos los pinches healers bien pinches lentos llegan al punto. Pinche media hora. Bueno, menos el Lucio.
I don't know why they showed Genji on that one though. Like they should have. I feel like they should have showed any of the other DPS heroes that don't have a speed bonus.
Speed bonus. Ah, la pinche gorda va a aguantar más balas.
Sí, mira, te digo que tiene armadura.
No, no es armadura, güey. ¿O sí?
Usted tenía algo amarillo. Según yo es armadura.
So Sombra's passive's useless, and hacking health packs is useless.
But now I feel like if they do the proper changes, then I think it...
You can outrun Winston. Wait, no, they said
systematically makes sense too, but this is why reduction on them, so knock them around quite.
¿Y cuándo sale?
Ah, sí tiene armadura. Es que lo pusieron en un pinche ángulo donde casi no se ve.
Associated with them, one is they're reduced, they get knockback reduction on them, so you can't knock them around quite so easily, which thematically makes sense too, but
Super delicia.
playing against Lucio and whoever else
Matthew Delici, super.
flying around all the time, not being able to control your character as well. So that's one of the things they get. The other thing they get that we heard about tanks, especially
Cada vez mejor muéstrame algo del juego.
feel like they generate too much ultimate for the enemy team, especially if you're trying to be aggressive, which is what we're trying to incentivize.
Hay que dormir el super.
Maybe you cancel charge and try to get hammer swings in there to build your ult, but like,
Ya es tarde para el niño.
shot you so much that they built more ult than you did, so what we've done is shooting an enemy tank generates less ult for you, so your enemies get less ult across the board for all tanks now. These are obviously the values of what we're
Bla 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 bla. Pero a ver, demo, bueno.
DPS players,
No creo. Pues el juego todavía no está hecho.
exactly. So
Ta madre.
that's been really
Make
awesome,
life
especially
easier,
for
it's
us,
fine.
designing new heroes, because I feel like when we're in this position every time we design a new healer,
Mientras me rasco las gónadas.
ridiculous that you can't shoot yourself in the foot or whatever is always on a joke. But, so now they have this sort of like you don't have to worry about that unless we wanted to add something like in Mercy's case or even Zenyatta's case with shields. Shields will generate on top of this, so you'll actually get double regen if your shield is regenerated. So those.
Pero entonces también, ¿qué cambio le harías a Zenyatta y a Mercy? Que ya se curaban solos. ¿A poco los vas a dejar así? Ta madre, no mames.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Entonces estaba como el Genji ya era rápido y sigue siendo más rápido.
So this is actually the kind of tip of the iceberg.
Ahí están las habilidades.
May was the first one we sort of checked into the build and wanted to play with for a long time. So if you notice here, she doesn't actually fully freeze
No me
at the end
gusta
of
eso
the
de
game
la
at all. She's still slow.
Pero entonces el ulti ¿qué? ¿Sí va a congelar o tampoco va a congelar? Ay, ahora viste el rayito,
Does
amiguito.
a lot more damage. So it's
Yo creo que la ulti sí congela, pero el rayito no.
You're taking damage and you're slowed, but of course there's a lot of ways to escape. You can have help and everything. But you never actually get in that lockdown state. You're like, okay, well here's the free headshot. I guess I'm dead. And for her it's really interesting too because she still has, at least right now, she still has that sort of cleave effect, the piercing that can hit multiple targets. So you're doing so much damage now. If you can, it's kind of fun to play this game and try to get all this extra damage because you can straight up just kill people now by piercing through.
But what does Blizzard do? Does it just slow people?
What does Blizzard do? Does it just slow people?
So it's kind of an interesting. Still has an interesting back and forth of her secondary fire as well.
So this is just the worst Hanzo?
What we're really playing around with, and this isn't actually in this build, this is something we've been experimenting with, hasn't quite been successful enough to quite put it in the build yet, but this is something we're looking at.
But with Blizzard, how it works is like...
Ya ves, el Blizzard, qué pedo.
For freezing, like they both stack, that freeze and that thing will stack.
Sometimes you're playing against...
So Blizzard's never gonna freeze anybody.
So Blizzard's never gonna freeze anybody.
Whatever, especially as a tank, I'm sure you...
Because like, let's say it takes like 3 seconds to freeze somebody. We'll just say 3. So you like throw Blizzard, it takes 3 seconds to freeze them. But what you would do is you would throw the Blizzard and then left click somebody and it would freeze them in like 1.5 seconds. So now it's just like you throw the Blizzard and everyone walks away.
Opportunities. But should as many DPS heroes have CC as May, maybe McCree doesn't need stun, you know, and so we're looking at all of these, especially the mostly.
They say maybe McCree doesn't need a stun. Fine.
McCree doesn't need a
Again, this is
stun.
all like really hot the presses because it's not even in this build, but we're probably
¿Te
thinking,
imaginas
you
que
know, like
quiten todas
Ana's
esas chingaderas de
pretty
stun?
cool right now. People are generally pretty cool.
No
¿Y por
sleep
qué?
dart.
¿Por qué no hacen eso? Ponen un pinche experimental así, güey, y ya, güey.
Porque eso es para el Overwatch 2.
Pero
Que se
podrían
sienta
poner un
diferente.
experimental, amiguito, para que te des una idea.
Sí, yo sé. Pero tiene que haber un cambio, pues, del 1 al 2, así que aquí te lo están haciendo.
Uy, no, hombre.
Si no, quedaría igual.
No, pues sí, está cabrón, ya no lo reconozco, güey.
Out of control now, right? Because like they're sort of heavily countered by CC, so then we got to go back and change those heroes, of course, as well as the compensation for CC heroes. So that is something that's heavily in progress, and I'm hopeful that I think we'll be able to get some reductions in there. I'm sure. I think a lot of our fans would like to see it. So trying to, you know, a lot of these changes, including the tank changes, are trying to get back to like, you know, core shooter roots.
It definitely feels like
Este juego va para largo,
like we
no va a salir temprano.
is this game like a MOBA, like how
Ay, no mames, güey, ¿cómo van para largo si
Cam,
esos pinches
come on,
cambios,
Cam.
güey, lo hacen un experimental, güey?
the shooting.
They're not talking about Winston or
Como
Reinhardt.
están... ¿Ya viste todo lo que hicieron?
Ay, ¿sabes qué, güey? Lo que va a pasar es que van a aparecer en el... ¿Cómo se llama? Ay, en el workshop. Güeyes que lo hagan, güey.
Ah, sí.
Mira, según lo que dije, Let's Overwatch 2.
How's it gonna feel? You know, you have a rock hard mental, dude. Like the way you sit on that stream and you just go. But tell us how you think this sort of changes.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, so that was kind of a big worry of mine, was like you say one tank, and then I'm thinking current Overwatch where, you know, you're playing against a Brig and then an Ana and then a McCree and a May, and then, you know, you're stun locked for 17 seconds, then you want to alt F4. But if they're, you know, if it is,
No seas llorón, super. Así
looking at the
funciona el
rest of
juego, puro
the
stun.
CC in the game, and you're looking to reduce that across the board, and then on top of that you're adding
Es
more
puro
utility to
stun o
tanks,
puro
I think that's,
pura
you know,
barrera
it's gonna make it easier to do that. Because
o puro spam.
felt that CC is kind of it's a little out there sometimes, you know. It's not always the most fun to play against. And especially for me, I always felt that displacement CC
Ay, no seas mamón, güey.
more egregious than like
No me gusta que me stuneen, por favor, quítenlo.
Ajá.
No
les gusta nada,
juego
güey.
no hay stun. ¿Cómo van a controlar a los personajes que
Doesn't
son
Skype
rápidos?
Reinhardt? Earth shattering.
You couldn't really control that. Like you kind of just got knocked everywhere, and that was just the way it was. Are those being like looked at as well as
Ajá.
stuns, or
Ese güey juega de
was it across
Reinhardt.
the board?
Yeah, definitely. But the nice thing is we have this new tuning knob of the tank passives to say, you know, if we still want Lucio to be able to boot enemies off
The
cliffs or
hammer
something,
smacks to your side.
but we still think tanks are being duped too much. We can just dial that like knockback reduction.
Cállate, chamaco pendejo.
Less affected by it.
Chescuincle.
So it's a nice place to be.
You know what he didn't
Vayas a
mention?
las clases, en
Sombra.
video ahí,
He didn't
busque la
mention
tele.
Sombra. Clearly, she's not a threat.
Talking about it is good, but I kind of want to see some more.
Ya hablan mucho de los tanques, hablen de los killers.
We have, I mean, I can see it
Pues
here
es que lo único destacable de ahí, los tanques. Todos los demás quedó igual.
Ta madre. Pasó 2 años.
What?
Yeah,
No,
so
pero sí.
Rio.
It's a little float. It's a little musical float. What? It's a bird. Got a Frollo's bird up in there.
So it's pretty fun to kind of dive in and see.
Okay, we haven't seen this map either.
Club Sinestesia es donde estaba el Lucio, ¿qué?
Colorful
Sinestesia.
you get to visit where Lucio's club
Lucio.
is. The team loves going to Brazilian barbecue, so one of the spawn rooms is a Brazilian
Oh,
barbecue.
oh.
Here, I'm gonna go to Brazil, chat. There we go.
Here, I'm gonna go to Brazil, chat. There we go.
Tiene el mapa del Lucio.
Aspirational version of this location for Overwatch 2. And it's a brand new payload here too. You guys saw
Soy yo, se parece mucho al mapa de México, el dorado.
Ajá. Los latinos somos iguales, güey.
Very colorful.
Brazilian barbecue.
Very colorful.
Tiene
Are
un
those
poquito
tints a
de,
thing?
de favelas
Little
ahí.
cabana things.
Feels like Overwatch when you think it.
Little cabana things.
Already that sort of signature vibrance that so many of Overwatch's maps have been credited for is there. Can you obviously I don't want you to give away too much of the story, but the attack is starting from because I see some beach, I see some landscapes sort of getting fleshed out here as we go through the map.
Okay, so the defense actually starts in Lucio's home. Okay, so the defense actually starts. Yeah, obviously there's a story layer to Overwatch that we want to tell, so Lucio plays a big part of that. So you get a little hint of where we're going with that, but we're not talking too heavily about it. Also, Lucio's club is always—it's kind of a community place, so it's a place. If it was real, people can come there.
No mames.
Oh, the game's starting.
Pinche lugarzote, güey.
There's May. Don't go out there not freezing anybody.
There's May.
Todos jodidos ahí, güey, esos pinches casuchas pedorras.
We get what's Ball gonna do?
Y ese güey todavía lo sangra de dinero con su pinche club.
I don't think we saw any changes for Ball.
I don't think they.
Ahí está el pinche Hong Kong, amiguito.
Widowmaker.
El mapa.
There's definitely more.
Widowmaker.
So I do have a question for Jeff. Sorry to cut you off, but I do have a question if that's fine. So if I'm pretty sure like way back in the day there was like
Jeff Goodman, hero designer, Diane Rogers, Super Owl, pro player.
And then 6 was perfect. But like I'm kind of curious like where along like the Overwatch timeline did that philosophy kind of change?
Okay,
like,
so
was
it's
it roll-up? Was it like people?
It's hybrid. It's hybrid.
Pretty much all of this. Yeah, I mean, we know so much about the game. I mean, as kind of Aaron touched on at the beginning, like before everything, you could just play 5 instances. In fact, we had an internal tournament where that 5 instances.
Mira, reutilizaron los dibujitos de la scatter de Hanzo, güey, para el rayo ese, güey.
It is past my nap time. My nap time is 2:33.
Era el mismo dibujito del scatter, ¿no?
Parecido.
So I
A
wonder
ver,
if
nah,
the
es
slow
el
happens
mismo, güey.
immediately for me. All right, what's Mercy doing with the Glock?
Arrow.
What's Mercy doing with the Glock? I don't know. What's your thoughts
Es
on
el mismo, güey.
Es el mismo.
Es el mismito.
Trying out different things. 150 ammo. Barely see it.
People always say it's kind of a design thing.
I want to see this blizzard freeze anybody.
I want to see this blizzard
La
freeze
Meg
anybody.
igual 250 de vida.
I wonder how they, they took all these map or these gun sounds and like went out and shot real guns in different environments. What the heck did they do to shoot May's icicle gun? They just make an icicle gun and like test doing that.
Look at what I'm wearing. But this is great. Obviously, we tell a story in Overwatch.
There's a peacock.
In Overwatch 1 with these payloads here. So
Peacock, ¿cómo se llama?
Super Joe.
what I'm seeing
Maybe it's an ability.
is real
It's a
difference in
separate ability.
map geometry, right? As we move
Ooh,
into
that
the second
harmony orb
phase,
animation is cool.
this jumble of all these buildings and so much high ground here. Really feel like the way you play the map changes drastically here.
Question is, can you put an ice wall on the peacock's head and get underneath it?
An ice wall on the
that was just one thing we're trying to
What? What? They recorded the broken ice, the broken McDonald's ice cream machine.
So this visual progression has
Ah, qué feo.
much more clear in some of the new
That's the noise it makes.
Yeah, one thing.
Sorry,
that
it doesn't work.
Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I feel like a lot of chokes in Overwatch 1, like specifically like I think like Hanamura first or like going through King's Row second.
Yeah, there's so many stuff.
Like, it's like perfect for like a Reinhardt shield to spread across, and it can be like, you know, a real pain.
Yeah, those Widowmaker shots. I feel like I don't know. What does that remind me of?
But I'm seeing at least in the other two maps that we looked at a lot more.
We just threw his gun.
Flanks and ways to access the.
So the objective of this game, you have to push this peacock stereo, the peacock stereo to the club's Sinest. I didn't read it. Sinest or something. Yeah, but I don't know why the fire truck was going into Grand Central Station. Does that happen?
Yeah, we want to get players more
Like
options to solve.
peacock stereo going into the club to like play music. That makes sense. That makes sense.
They don't have to rely fully
Fire
on
truck.
sense. Powering through
I don't know. That doesn't sound.
Improve the options.
I don't know. Maybe there's.
Porque
something,
unos
I don't know.
pinches superhéroes a unos héroes están salvando el planeta, llevan un pinche pavo a un pinche club, güey.
Okay, fair enough.
¿Cómo eso salva al mundo,
Ooh,
güey? No
those
mames.
electric dragons though look pretty cool. As much as fuck Hanzo, those dragons do be look. Oh, they're frozen! They're frozen! Someone froze! Okay. Someone froze. Oh, what the heck? That looks. That looks pretty cool too. They really like electricity. They're all about.
No mames. Dice que se eche esa madre, güey. Y en la PC siempre, para que corra más cuadros, le quitan todos los efectos.
Like Pokemon types. Like
Ahí está
fire
corriendo
and ice
300
and
cuadros, pero
electric
sin
and-
nada, güey.
Maybe they're
Como de
doing
Play
visuals
2.
based on potentially doing that.
It's definitely more detailed than before. And
El
again, the
jamón
more
aquí se puede
options,
mover,
there's more business ways.
Lo pusieron en la cámara cuando la cago.
Maybe that's why the visuals are more. Oh, the PVE. Did they talk? Okay, I couldn't remember if that might be why they're doing so much like the dragons are electricity.
But yeah, it's something we're constantly playing with. This game.
Siento que allí sí va a estar difícil capturar o ganar.
Visually as well as gameplay wise.
Está muy amplio todo.
Y aparte hay muchos
It does have Dorado feel.
pisos, güey, ahí, güey.
It looks a lot easier to get high ground.
Ajá.
There's even more options.
A lot easier to get high ground.
Oh, he was green and purple. Oh, did ball get out? Look at all that alt charge there. No one's healing him. There it is, Mercy out there.
Taking that middle high ground
¿Cuándo presentan los nuevos monos?
You can hold it, it's fantastic, but it's just really hard to hold because you have all these upper flank routes and under flank routes and
No,
stuff.
amiguito,
So,
ese es para la siguiente.
Look at that little healing thing.
Tanks that can just sit
Oh,
out there
shit,
sometimes. But it's so powerful.
Siguiente
Like,
parche
Super
va
Widow
esa,
is
güey.
right there. It's so powerful. You have to line of sight on everything right there.
So again,
Yeah, the peacock has arrived.
charge nerfed, or is it just as a result of the tank changes that it seems like people are getting their ult slower?
It's mostly just the tanks, and we don't have. They're probably. I can't remember exactly all the individual changes, but I think we probably adjusted a few heroes here and there. May have gone up costs, but it's almost entirely just the tank changes.
Ah,
There's
Dios,
generally
Popo.
a lot of ult off tanks.
Right, I guess there's one less tank to shoot as well, so it makes it a little bit harder.
Maybe they'll change. Oh.
Looking at Widow is an interesting example. We haven't adjusted the snipers too much.
Look, why would you right click a Torb turret when you can just left click it?
Look, why would you right click a Torb turret when you can just left click it?
In fact, there's all these barriers you can't shoot through. You're playing as Widow against a comp that is
So what do you think about the Peacock push cart?
So what do you
payload?
think about the Peacock?
More powerful, so we have to they don't get out of control.
Elaborate.
Y llegó justo a la pista de baile, amiguito.
Than some other maps, and I feel like you know, if unchecked, some certain widows could do a lot of damage.
So yeah, just yet another thing we gotta keep an eye on with change like this.
Okay, I gotta go bathroom.
You know, we talk about how
No, you're up. You have to babysit.
I'm up. Oh lordy.
No, you're up. You have to babysit. I'm up.
Obviously, like, you know, we
Okay,
have a Reinhardt.
what are we doing here now, everybody?
Playing for, right?
Okay, what are we doing here now?
Yeah, this is welcome back to Michael here now.
Michael.
Fitz is gone, so this is my stream now.
Right? It's not directly displayed. So, I mean, what is the idea for a tank? Do you still want there to be the mix of there sort of being that implied threat plus obviously a visible threat?
Just completely changed the game, right?
Simetra, se pusieron a la Simetra.
A la verga, existe, güey.
So what do you all think about this
El
map?
Daniel está invitando a un grupo.
Since Fitzy asked me this, what do you all think?
No mames, güey, la Simetra con la gorda, güey. No, güey, no tiene barrera, güey.
Oh, looks like Mario
La Simetra no tiene barrera.
No, el gordo, güey, no tiene, pues sí, armadura, güey.
Oh, ¿Qué lo va a hacer especial el gordo aquí?
Ese güey no es tanque, güey. Mis huevos que es tanque. Mata, güey. Es SPS, güey.
A la verga, sigue
I don't know what to do
matando.
now. Because I have not seen the Peacock down back yet. Is this a normal game?
Yo quiero ver a la Simetra.
Used to have a much faster hook way back in the day. Maybe we could bring that back, especially in a world where all the tanks are pretty aggressive. So
Super secret Michael squad. There we go.
There's enough like counterplay. You want to feel like made him dodge the hook and then
Ni le atina la gorda.
attack and just hooked again right afterwards. So certainly a balancing act. But, a lot of the tank.
¿Por qué no se me para acá la pinche gorda del Daniel?
No sé.
If you get to go in and be threatening, like with all this extra damage, and just be hard to kill, you're just bringing space by existing.
Ah, es que está con el Mati en el otro grupo.
Obviously, I'm curious at your opinion here. Obviously, if someone plays tank, right, and you know you'll play.
Les digo, para que hacen pinches tantos grupos, hagan un puto grupo grandote, ya metan a todos los que sean, güey, y ya, güey, si quieren unir, sí.
So what do you all think about this the new game so far? Or what you could see?
What makes you feel like MTD feel, you know?
Release the Peacock, okay.
Well, I feel like a lot
That's
of
the
it comes
vibe.
down to like
No mames, ese güey
a
va
lot of that currently is kind of
You don't like the
a feeder
5v5?
bien chido.
second tank is doing, which is obviously you know,
Okay, so here I'll ask you all these questions. This is Connor. Ask me these questions. So what do y'all think about going down from the one town?
Down to one tank. As opposed to like you're off tank or a secondary tank, you know, in coordination with you. Because the supports now they only focus on one tank in particular.
Oli, Oli. Pónganme en la
Aló.
Simetra. ¿Cómo están?
Ah, viendo el stream de Overwatch. Y la pendeja de la Mercy se va a meter al pinche dragón.
Solo porque está volteando el Zenyatta, no murió. Ok, la Simetra sigue usando su barrera.
Yeah, they have to capture it, and then the Peacock shows up. Oh, then the Peacock shows up?
No dura nada la ulti de la Simetra, su caritas.
They have to like clean the garage, pull it out of the.
Es que la última Simetra igual aguanta un daño nomás, pues.
Ah, pero ahorita todavía aguantaba. Ya van a ser 5, mago. Ya van a ser 5 en lugar de 6.
So it's locked in the garage or whatever right now. Oh! That's what I kind of wondered. Yeah, look at this. So this guy is
No sé, güey. Entonces yo creo que sí deberían de cambiar a la gorda de rol.
Da igual. A lo mejor luego le cambian algo.
Pues que no es tanque, güey. No hace nada de tanque, güey. Que se pone enfrente de todos, le meten la verga. Ajá, el Roadhog.
Yeah, they're electricity dragons. Okay, so the peacock's about to come out. Okay. See the garage, I think.
Vergas, no sé, güey.
There, sorry. Oh, look at those stairs. Those are some nice
No, yo sí
stairs.
creo que es tanque. Como un gorila, por gorila también. Pues si
Pero
tienen
tiene
fuerza
barrera
también
el
le hacen
gorila.
cagar. Al menos, claro, tiene barrera.
Timmy el gordo no tiene nada.
Y cuando tiene su ulti
No.
puede mandar a
Se
todos a la
salva con
verga.
el puro... Se salva con el puro... Cosa que se cura.
Pero si es el único tanque, a ver cómo te va a ayudar ese güey.
No, ahí no pudo.
Pues ya. Te estoy diciendo que son 5, son 2 DPS, 2 healers y un tanque.
Ahí está el puro tanque ese weón.
Sí.
Hoy lo supo por ahí en estar curándolo. Weón.
Es que ese güey tiene el potencial de fidear un putero, pero un putero.
Me fui a vacunar recién.
Ajá.
Ni sentí la aguja, weón. Me quedé sentado pensando que no me habían vacunado y la loca me dijo, ya recoge tus cosas.
Ve si te quejas que Chile, que
Ni
está mal, y a
sentí la
ustedes ya los
weón.
vacunaron, a mí ni pergas.
There's the peacock's neck.
Nos vacunaron con Sinovac.
Está muy chiquito ese mapa, su carita.
So, you like push the cart.
Muy
El Junra de ahí va a ser un
callejoncitos, güey.
cagadero.
Ahí en el
Puro
supermercado,
spam
güey. ¡Ay, los pendejos! Ultearon primero la pinche barrera y este güey curando. ¡Ay, no! ¡Qué desperdicio!
Oh, Symmetra's down to 200, 200. Is she?
Que también un torneo nacional, alguna wea así.
Stream de Overwatch, stream de los desarrolladores. Ajá.
Ah, ¿estás jugando ellos mismos?
Sí, PvP.
Ajá.
¿Y son malos o son buenos?
No, pues quién sabe quién está jugando porque no están los nombres de quién está jugando, pero es para mostrar qué es lo que va a hacer Overwatch 2. El PvP. Y el mapa del... Pues qué, del país o de la casa de Lucio está
Ah,
bien...
el Overwatch 2.
Ajá, son puros callejoncitos.
What was that?
¿Y se ve
Puro
bonito?
spam ahí. Sí,
Pues
está
se ven
bonito.
las favelas, güey. Las casas de la gente pobre.
Sí, debería ser así porque así son las favelas.
Que el gobierno pinta para que se vean menos tristes.
Y se llama más bonito.
¿Es en serio, güey? Como están todas jodidas, las pintan de colores, güey. Para que no... Pues sí, para que no se vea tan miserable.
Sí, porque no se ve tan feo. Las favelas son brígidas, como el...
En lugar de arreglar el pinche problema, nomás lo pintan.
Interesting. Oh, I thought they capped. Or didn't cap.
Yo creo que que si hubiera estado bien que las áreas le dejaran eso de las 6 burbujas, güey. Bueno, en ese caso ya 5 burbujas.
Me gustó el mapa. Pero va a ser un caos.
Ay, sí, es que está muy... Bueno, también para la brillita está bien.
Ir a todo lo que... Ir al Batiz también puede lucir mucho ahí. La Brigitte, la Moira.
Pero la Ana
O sea, es que están todos
no...
juntitos. La Ana... También.
Pero es que tienes que estar muy junto de tu equipo y en cualquier rato saliendo de un pinche callejón por atrás y ya valiste verga. Ahí son muchos callejones. Y la Ana necesita distancia.
Un Junra te va a hacer mierda ahí bien chido.
Ay, la llanta, la Rip Tire.
La llanta. ¿Quién más te puede matar así? El Hanzo.
El Hanzo, sí. Porque de las que necesitan
La
visión para ti,
Echo.
güey, pues no, güey. Te escondes luego en el callejón. La diva, pues no. Cualquier rinconcito.
No, con la diva y te escapa.
Overwatch VR win.
Torby no creo que sea bueno ahí.
No, a lo mejor para... ya para que
Depende,
no
pues,
pasen
para
el
defender.
punto.
Ujú.
No, pero te puedes esconder en cualquier esquinita. O sea, ¿dónde pones la torreta?
Torreta. Es un mapa de spam.
Es un mapa de spam. Ay, no, qué flojera.
¿Pero son altos o son... ¿Los callejones son altos o son bajos?
Son chiquitos.
Pues, ajá.
No,
Pero
así
son
como por
muchos
ejemplo una fara, ¿le
callejones.
estorba una fara?
Pues te escondes en una pared, güey. Porque aparte son callejones, pero no crees que las casas están así, cerradas, sino la casa está como abierta, güey. Entonces hay muchas paredes donde te puedes esconder.
Ah, ya.
Pero si estás en un pinche cuartito, güey, y hay un pinche Junkrat, pues ya valiste verga. Todas las pinches pelotas siempre rebotan por todos lados.
Incluso
Oh,
la
sí,
May va a
como
estar
también.
bien ahí sin congelar.
Pues sí, también. Pues la barrerita de la May. Los encierras en una cajita y les ambientas mierda ahí, güey. Ya se va al súper, amiguito, a dormir. Sé que tiene sueño.
Pobrecito.
Lo despertaron
Dijo,
de
yo
su
quiero seguir
siesta.
jugando.
Pues ya nada más queda media hora del stream. Cabra. ¿Esa quién es? Nadie la conoce.
¿La COP? Creo que
Cupcake.
la he visto.
Se llama
El Pizzi, ¿por qué no me
Cupcake.
invitan a mí? O al Jay, o estos pendejos. Al Chipsa.
A ver. Cupcake. Overwatch.
Ay, me da miedo
Ay,
ese
me da
nombre.
hueva su cómo habla la culera.
No, it's not.
El chico le está echando ojo. Mira, le cuelga la chichi de gordo al novio del Pizzi. ¿Ya lo viste?
Ay, qué culero eres.
Pero ya lo viste.
No sé si le cuelga, a lo mejor nada más es un doblez ahí, güey.
No, sí es chichira.
A ver, la cupcake. Vamos a ver si al menos es bla, 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 bla. ¿Pero qué rango es la culera? Para que la inviten. O nada más, mira, está guapa. Mándenla ahí.
Mira, van a presentar nuevos... Ah, los looks. Ah,
Pinche loot, que se vayan a la verga. Pinches cajas culeras.
I don't know how long this is gonna go.
Bla, bla, bla. Ay, no mames, la morra es pinche platino, güey. Le invitan nada más porque es pues, vieja, güey. Porque tiene fundillo.
2 hours? Oh, okay. So this will be done in a half hour. Some reveal? What?
La doña, le voy a decir porque tiene cara de doña.
No, this is just the same thing they've already showed us.
sí, es lo mismo. Es fake. Falsa publicidad.
Es fake, no mames. ¿Qué es eso? Al Reaper. Pero pues eso, ¿qué? ¿Los diseños qué? A los 5 minutos ya ni los ves, güey. Aparte ni los ves tú, güey.
She's right behind Widow, right there.
El único comentario de la pendeja. Me gusta su pelo.
Ah.
Ha ha ha, she's in this. You got baited.
Pues te digo, la morra es platino, güey, no mames. Salud. Salud.
Salud.
Salud.
Dinero, amor.
Ya cállate, los hocico.
Ya.
Salud, dinero, amor. No sé qué.
Thank you.
Sexo.
Sexo.
Depravación.
Alcohol y drogas.
Ah, mira, qué interesante.
No me importa cómo se miran. Mejor muéstrenme a los nuevos monos.
Todavía no lo terminan, güey. Desde hace como pinche un año que tienen la única pinche mona que van a sacar y no lo han terminado.
No la han puesto. ¿Qué les cuesta poner a la pinche mona esa? Ya la tienen hecha.
Pues sí, pero...
I'm curious about like the new upgrades to the skins and like just the heroes themselves. And you guys have all the skins from all the
Esto es
different
racismo,
heroes from
Socarita. La
Overwatch.
pusieron a ella nomás ahí para hablar de los skins.
Pues sí.
Porque es mujer.
Patriarcado. Estúpido patriarcado.
Lo oprimieron.
Pues ella aceptó, mago. Pudo haberse negado a decir, Nel perros, a mí me llevan para que hable de lo chingón.
Tiene un chingo de color en el pelo. Parece gasolina.
¿No quieren jugar, amiguitos?
Ahorita que termine el stream, primero voy a comer y luego juego.
Váyanse a la chucha, entonces.
Uy. Ve el stream para que aprendas a jugar. Como los... ¿qué? Los desarrolladores.
¿Y no han dicho fecha?
No.
5 años más.
Is it going to be possible to like add more customization, like with this technology, like unlocking different like color schemes or something like that, or like special weapon variations?
Lo que a nadie le importa.
Or something like that, so we have more ways to customize.
En serio, el skin del
Just like
Dusty.
full skin. Had a gun. Yeah. Wait and see. Is that what he said?
¿Te hablo en español ese?
No sé. ¿Es el Fitzy? No creo que hable en español. Bueno, a veces habla en español.
Dijo, mueren.
Ah, sí. Yo no entendí very much. Te digo que está diciendo la morra. No, es que... Dijo, oh, mi Dios, muchas ideas. Ay, güey, déjale subo aquí.
This one will be, I think he's a Torbjorn. Yep. So this is Torbjorn 2.0.
Aquí es el Torbjorn 2.0. Qué bonito.
Yeah,
no mames, está re feo.
And yeah, he's the Torbjorn we all know and love.
Dicen que es el 2.0, güey, está igual.
He has a cool, you can see the hair shaded really well on his beard.
But like imagine that, but with like his summer skin like weapon.
Like, que te lo imagines con el skin de verano. Fíjate cómo me da igual, morra, ¿eh?
You can definitely see. I mean, some of the changes are big, right? They're vibrant, and obviously, you know, you can definitely see the passage of time and 12. And some are subtle, you know. It's the patches on the knees of his jeans.
En lugar de que cometen tanto, que pasen a todos en chinga.
The goggles that he has. And I mean, we can see this gregarious attitude from him very clearly displayed, though. I think that's very much still been brought to life.
And you know, we want to upgrade the characters, but we don't want to lose that silhouette that's familiar to players, you know. He still looks like Torbjorn from a distance. He just looks better and more detailed.
Sí, estoy streameando el stream que estoy viendo. Estaba jugando Crash, pero este me dijo que estaba el stream y no me acordaba. Se me olvidó.
Ahora, Machacas, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah, it's a serious modernization of you know,
¿Estás jugando Crash Bandicoot?
Ajá.
¿El 4 o el Insane Trilogy?
El 4, el It's About Time.
Ah, sí, 4. ¿Está bueno?
Está bien difícil, amiguito.
Sí, eso decían. Dicen que el último, como los últimos niveles son re difíciles. No lo he visto.
Desde los primeros empieza a ponerse loco, luego.
Porque como que va ir progresando y van saliendo mecánicas diferentes en cada cuestión, ¿no?
Pero hay muchas cosas que son medio injustas, güey. Necesitas como pasarlo al menos 2 veces completas para ya saber dónde te esconden las pinches trampas y te matan a la verga.
Pero es igual, lo hace interesante los juegos.
Quitaron los otros mapas, Socarita, los de Sobre control.
Ah, los Tusi Pisi.
Earlier where it was a more
Sí.
it also makes it tough to create layout to the battle. In Rome, you'll see it's kind of C.
Dice
Pero
que
los van
está
a cambiar
bien
por esto los de los
y que tú eres
robots.
puto mago, así dijo el
It becomes
Machacas.
tighter when you use the robot once you see the players play. This one was where we
Ese
really
machaca es un
said,
loquillo.
okay, this is how we make iterations.
Bla, bla, bla.
At first, the S curve was
O sea, iba a ser media hora de esto para ya quitarlo a la verga e irme a comer.
snake through buildings and things. But how do we switch it out?
Ya son las 4, güey, ya es hora de comer.
We knew we wanted to make Rome. We knew we wanted to go through the Colosseum, so that's
Estoy esperando que el Daniel termine de comer todo. Nah, el pinche Daniel está jugando en otro grupo, el güey.
Está streameando, pues.
¿Estás streameando la gorda?
Sí, está streameando Dead by Daylight.
A la verga, vamos a abrir el stream del stream del stream. No, no está streameando, güey.
Sí, dice en vivo, un espectador.
Oh, en Twitch.
Sí, pues en Twitch.
DNA, ay, güey. DNA, ADN. Ah, sí está streameando el güey. Ay, pues el pinche... El Machacas también le está comentando ese güey. Ay, a ver si me deja comentar. No tengo... Ay, no quiero meter mi cuenta. A ver. Conectarse con Facebook.
No quiero ver.
Opciones. Ok, un token.
I feel like it's hard to imagine a player base sort of breaking a map apart probably as much as the Overwatch teams, the Overwatch League teams do.
It does not look like Rome.
The smallest things. So yeah, I mean, definitely as far as like the.
We're not getting chips ASMR.
Ah, pues el Machaca está jugando con el Daniel también.
As was brought up earlier, based on the rule set, we want to make sure if we can avoid it, we want to avoid any kind of tie situation. This mode certainly prevents that. And then, as Aaron was talking about earlier, like we were debating whether or not this should be like kind of easy to push to the end, and then
Ni el Bau TV, weón, maricón.
multiple rounds.
Mira, ya te invitaron a jugar.
Sort of epic tension.
Estoy agradecido, Martín.
Ok.
Por eso
¿No va a jugar ella?
No mames, no, pues es este platino, bueno, pues no quieres verlo.
Pues por una razón la pusieron.
Pues nada más, güey. Mira, también se aburrió el
Creo que le
Fitz.
tocó la entrevista más aburrida. Roma.
Vamos a... ¿Qué dice? Una persona no quiere ser my friend. ¿Quién no quiere ser tu friend?
The big details. What do you think about
Estás viendo que todo digo yo y quieres más conflicto.
Voy a jugar con el DNA, así que me va a salir del audio este.
8S.
Ok. Con sus amiguitos se juegan Overwatch ahí, me dicen. Para que los carree. Nos vemos, chao.
Have you ever been to Hotel Fellini?
Por la culpa del anime es que perdieron
That looks good. I like that.
música. ¿Qué no usan al Sigma? Ahorita voy a poner los penales.
Ya lo borraron.
Yo creo que sí. ¿Qué música se escucha allá en tu país, Mati? Puro juego estéreo. No,
El Sigma no lo usaron, como que el escudo me cuesta controlarlo.
No mames, nomás el trazo del dedo y ya.
Pero como que no sé cuándo soltarlo para la distancia, como no lo he probado tanto.
Oh yeah.
That's true. I didn't know they added that.
Blah 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 blah.
Cannot now just sit at one end of this sort of track
Ya,
and
adiós.
Bye.
even that small tweak, has balance implications.
Le van a más las puras áreas azucaritas.
And the scope looks totally different. I'll have to look again. I missed it.
Las áreas.
Le pusieron Junra.
It's not just Zenyatta's hardness that's gotten changed, right? It seems like every sport looks a little bit different when it comes to the HUD and some of those abilities.
No mames, güey.
Oh,
Junkertown.
So much better, like more in the middle rather than having.
Con un tanque, güey. Ay, festival de Guido, güey. Va a ser la pinche cosa más molesta, güey, que va a haber, güey.
I guess
And I like having the icons of who it's on, I like I wish to see more with Ana.
I wonder what
like,
getting hit when you're
having it show like who
don't have shields.
Like on the UI.
Yeah.
Like that would be so cool.
Especially because, I feel like I have to tell my
Me gusta la animación de recarga del Zenyatta.
I don't know if you saw that, but I just let the fire out the air.
I know someone, yeah.
I hacked someone.
You throw one, you don't know who it
Shows
is.
that you
Because
hacked.
there's so much going on. You're like, okay, I definitely stepped someone, but I'm not sure who it was. That might be
O sea que ya no va a haber muerte sextuple.
No, ya no, Mitch.
Tómale fotos a esas cosas porque ya no van a salir.
A menos que mates al Bob, güey, ahí, güey.
And obviously, you as a player get indication if Mercy is healing or damage boosting you, right? Obviously, your screen sort of, on live, your screen sort of takes on like a sort of a very slight non-intrusive.
The robot moves so fast when he's not pushing.
It's indicated to you that Mercy is.
Oh, he stopped. He's done.
Also the case with like.
Oh, he's going back.
Nano boost, for example.
I can't remember if we've actually changed the 1P nano boost effect.
I don't think we have yet.
Gotcha.
What were we looking at?
In
Anoscope.
general,
I gotta look at
there's,
Anoscope.
Big passive going across. I mean,
There he goes.
really across the team.
Does he move faster with? Yeah, he moves faster. Okay.
All the time, like, oh, look at this cool changes in tech we're getting, and then there's also.
I wonder how much you can use like hiding behind him.
Se mira que va a estar divertido ese modo, el del robot.
Te escondes detrás del robot a la verga.
Pues sí, la piedra esa detrás es de tu tanque.
Pero la pregunta es, ¿y qué lo hace diferente a empujar la carga?
Que se regresa que van a ser partidas más largas. O más cortas.
No, pues sí le variaron.
Pues es un cambio a los puntos de control, Socaritas.
Pero pues es igual, ¿no?
No, siento que está carecido al de la carga.
I don't know if Doomfist. I just know Lucio is. The green is beat drop. It changed the colors.
In fact, what people might not know.
I haven't seen Hammond. I didn't notice Hammond's yet. I don't know Doomfist either.
But none of them ever good enough to go.
Yo quiero que usen al
Okay, so it's all the non-regenerable ones.
I always feel bad because one time I had a new designer join.
No se han puesto la Moira tampoco. Los estarán cambiando. ¿Por qué no se los ponen?
Pues no sé. Podrían ponerse a una partida cada uno, güey, para que salgan todos.
I don't know what the golden was. Was that the last place it was
Apenas
at?
te pusieron el Junra.
I guess. No, because it wasn't as far as the other team had got, because there were still meters going down. I think. Maybe it was.
Se bugueó el robot.
Was it? I saw on the left side it showed meters. I don't know. I'll have to look again.
I would say that we are.
I don't know if it was the furthest that they had already moved it, or if it was the other teams.
How crazy
It was one of those.
Sorry, Neil, please.
Oh, sorry, New York was.
Pero la pinche cosa sí se la pone.
TWO.
Pinche personaje roto.
Golden is in overtime? No, because they're not in overtime.
Ay, cuando copió otro tanque.
The shipping version actually changed.
But it I don't know. I'll have to look back and see what it was.
When the game first came out.
The spawn point reset. Ah,
Tiene que caminar un chingo el robot para empujar la otra. ¡A la verga! ¡Iban de regreso! Tengo que... pueden ser partidas largas, Socaritas.
No, creo que entonces estén en el compe. Bueno, quién sabe.
Sí, yo creo que sí va a estar en el compe esto. Pues va a estar muy reñido.
Pero, ¿a poco este no es el único como pinche modo que van a añadir, güey?
Van a meter este y van a quitar el de los puntos de control.
¡Ta madre!
Va a ser este, el de la carga y el híbrido.
No, pues sí, sí vale la pena un juego nuevo. $60.
¿Tienes nuevo mapa?
Dos, güey, ya el de Roma, güey, y el de Lucy, güey. Ay, güey, no, está cabrón.
Ah, en Nueva York.
¡A la verga!
Solo puedes jugar 5 contra 5.
¿Por qué un Telsen ya tapa la bomba de la diva? ¿A quién pusieron a jugar?
I know it's magical.
Pónganse monos nuevos, diferentes, por favor.
Some, I don't know, we'll see.
Creo que no están poniendo a los que... De los de Skin Cabrón ahorita, güey, no se pusieron ninguno. No se pusieron al Agüido, no se pusieron al Enano, no se pusieron al Macri. Nada más al pinche... ¿Cómo se llama ese pendejo? Nada más al Reaper. ¿Esto para qué me enseñan los pinches nuevos skins? ¿O cómo se van a ver?
Ahí va se pusieron a la sombra.
Ay, güey.
So, the game's just gonna end here. Is there ever a point where you don't push the robot? Like you just keep the robot back and push forward so they have to go past you? Like what's the point? What's the point of pushing it there? You can just keep it back so they have to push into you.
Y el revivió a un lado de él, güey.
Oh yeah, I mean I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love all the like architecture and everything in it. I was fascinated when I was watching the.
Because they were like, oh, we're on attack, and they just like ran into the other team. They could have just left the bot right there and just like got high ground and left the cart and like flanked them or something.
Ya van a llegar los otros.
They just push the thing as far as possible. Yeah, but like, if you've already pushed further than the other team, you don't need to push it anymore. They have to push it, so they have to come to you. So just leave the bot in a good spot.
Me imagino que si ellos, que los que están defendiendo al robot, ya los paran, ya acabó.
Probably.
Oh yeah. It seems like there's a lot of overtime moments.
What I love though is that these buildings don't seem.
Adiós, soldado.
All these buildings you can go in. So many more nooks.
Adiós, popos.
That seems like a way more intense map design process as well, because you have to think of everything. You can't leave a stone unturned.
No, pinche ulti de la diva, güey.
Push the bot into an advantageous position for your team comp, right?
Right, that was your first look of obviously at gameplay on Rome. A beautiful map, and my god, yeah, I really think that the shot callers out there are going to have to be thinking a mile a minute just how.
Right click a scatter arrow. Yeah.
Sort of changes. Really exciting stuff. I mean, we already sort of got a feel for the game mode, but it's crazy just how different. I don't know if you feel the same, Cupcake, how different this feels for Toronto, even though it's the same game type, but the map sort of changes the feel and the flow so much.
It does, yeah. It definitely feels a lot different.
Puta, me da una pinche hueva como habla, güey.
So I'm curious how it's gonna work on somebody on like my level. Like I'm like the average.
O sea, ve su cara, güey. De estoy emocionada, pero habla con una pinche voz de hueva.
Less than a year, but 2021. It might be a year from now.
You know, like the struggle is real, and so my experience is like, you know, I have my tanks are just like Leroy Jenkins.
I feel like they will like.
Okay, here we go.
Normally would be in November.
So
would be.
I'm curious, you know, how that's
alpha, beta, or beta release or something?
I'm sure I'm gonna find out because I sure as heck won't be playing any other rank than plat myself. That's what I'm gonna be. Me too. Experience like really quickly.
So y'all know how I feel. Okay.
It's cycle? I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
My standing of the game. That was incredible. Thank you.
This is my boyfriend Michael, if you didn't know. For the newcomers.
Sí, el ficción de putita.
He said they're like in the middle of changing a lot of tanks. So, one more map.
I heard anything about coming up on the other side of this break to stick
Sweden,
around for
right?
more.
Pues ya quedan 10 minutos, no creo que enseñen
Something
nada.
we definitely haven't seen is
Something we definitely haven't seen is new heroes.
Adiós, Popo.
You holding on to him?
La virgen.
A
Pobre
la
Batín.
veré.
You holding on to him?
Oh, la verga. Tronó la May.
Pero ni canceló el pinche... el
Or, sorry.
res.
That's speculation.
Beta. Like, beta. Yeah. Maybe. That's speculation. Or is it?
More press releases like this, do you think?
Get the snacks.
Yeah.
Adiós, Popo.
Body break. Get the snacks.
Love to see it.
Se lo va a matar. Pum.
Wow, there's Hanzo dead.
Alt freezes. I don't know. We don't
Love
get
to see it.
We don't get the test. Is Michael streaming?
Yeah, apparently May's alt freezes. I don't know. We don't get the test.
A la verga. Los dos pendejos.
Oh, I streamed a little bit today.
What was that?
I would imagine it would come to PS5 and Xbox Series X, yes.
Okay, so when they...
What was that taking the lead?
I don't know.
Okay, so when they...
I thought I looked at it. Whoa, that was...
Yeah, the golden is...
That's why I was confused.
I don't know, there was something weird with the UI. I thought I looked at it. Whoa,
Still had like meters counting down.
That's why I was
Qué
confused.
mal tiró el bot.
Because they didn't get the point yet, but it looked like the other team still had like
Ay, la
meters
Messi se
counting
metió.
down. Like, you know when...
Close to the
Payload,
Mira,
when you're like
los escudos verdes.
It shows like how like...
¿Qué eran los escudos verdes?
That's what it showed for the blue team.
La ulti de Lucio.
After the red team had already
It shows like how how close you are to it. That's what it showed for the blue team.
Los temporales.
Now they're that far away.
The golden.
I guess. Maybe
So was it like
Mira, le dio
But I guess
este...
it switches so fast.
un ataque Senyata.
yes, maybe just even, but blue didn't have control of it. But I guess it switches so fast. That
Ya regresaron con esos güeyes. El Aukeler.
Te van a decir que el juego sale mañana.
Sí, güey.
¿Y Overwatch 1 qué?
No sé.
Nada.
No, amiguito. Hay skins, güey, hay nuevas, güey. Y muchos sprays.
Yeah, that's a great. Obviously, like you guys have mentioned, a lot of this is still work in progress. It's important to recognize that while
Yeah, that's a great. It's a great point to bring up, and I think it's.
¿Te imaginas que al último momento cancelen el juego?
No creo que ya lo cancelen. Bueno, quién sabe.
¿Qué ha pasado con otros juegos?
Ujú. Y de Blizzard. Así que, quién sabe.
What if they show new heroes?
And something that
what if they
resonates with me.
what if they show new heroes?
We talked about, before we had Hero Limits, or we had Roblox, like Ghost was a very popular part of Overwatch for a long time. Where it was people were actually running 3 tanks instead of 2 tanks.
History of
I think
Overwatch.
one of the things that has always been a part of Overwatch is the game does change over time. And I know that for some people,
or maybe it's a little bit shocking.
It's probably jarring to look at it change like this, or maybe it's a little bit shocking because
Es que es un cambio muy grande.
any time
Maybe
a big
Somber's
change like this
passive
happens,
opportunist will be
it
like,
starts
supports, you can't heal.
a pattern of uncertainty.
Maybe
or
Somber's
fear,
passive
really
opportunist will be like,
translated within your
support.
Bla 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 bla.
will continue
into roll lock, it changed some of the meta of the game. And now people look at the role of all of the roles a little different.
You think your playstyle would change due to 5v5? 100%.
I think that is
It's way different.
result of something like
your
this.
playstyle would change due to 5v5?
Well, I'm an off-tank player. How is this going to affect me as an off-tank player? And I get that there are
I guess overall, how I play the game, no.
I guess
In terms
overall,
of flanking and hacking and whatever.
Be a Diva or a Zarya player. And what we're hoping is
We're going 5v5 now?
get in the
flanking
game,
and
because a lot
hacking
of
and
this
whatever.
is
Overwatch 2.
feels to play those heroes. When you get in and
We're going
actually
5v5 now?
feel what it's like to play as
Overwatch
Zarya or
2.
Diva, you'll come away really enjoying the experience.
Yeah, I think one thing you mentioned, which is a really good shout, is that yeah, like you kind of view this in the context of like how you have it now, right? Where you're like, well, wait, like if I just had no 5v5 today, like how would I do like Zarya now, right? Or you know, how would May work? But I think to some of the stuff that you guys
How
spoke
wouldn't-
to, especially you, Jeff, like there's just so many changes that go on with the heroes that are involved with this. That, yeah, like I think to your point, Aaron, like you really once you get a feel of it, that's when you really kind of it sets in.
Yeah, it's and it is
More focused on hacks for sure. On hacking the main tank, even more so.
It still feels like Overwatch.
Because like you can hack Reinhardt. If you have a Roadhog, you can hack Reinhardt in the Zarya balls.
You have these
Or
great
Because like you can
plays,
hack Reinhardt,
ton
if you have
of
a Roadhog, you can hack Reinhardt in the Zarya
Whatever.
balls.
on it,
Or
to use.
now you can hack the main tank and it's like,
I understand that it's a big change.
what do I do? That's their front line.
Is still the same game. That
now you can hack
So
the main tank
I'm
and it's
being
like,
Winston.
understand that it's a big change.
what do I do? That's their front line.
Aspects that everybody loves about Overwatch. but
Solo and being
they're just-
Winston.
Yeah, just kind of like changes a little bit of the core and pushing it forward. The final map we have today,
Final map.
and that when we were going over like what are we gonna show today,
Se me está aflojando el mapique.
Sí, no me están diciendo que el mapa final.
just
¿Va a haber otro mapa?
absolutely stunning. Monty, talk to me a little bit about it.
Because they
Okay,
just
so
like
Monte Carlo,
absolutely
and
stunning.
another map where
Monte Carlo, talk to me a
Monte
little bit
Carlo.
about it.
Oh, is that what it is?
beautiful, opulent
Mhm.
Monte Carlo, and
another
Carlo.
map where Overwatch
Nah.
universe here to play, you know? Flying yachts, casinos,
Casinos.
Mira bonito.
AI, F1
Flying
races,
yachts,
it's
casinos.
we're
F1
another map
races.
that'll be a lot of fun just
AI
applying this Overwatch aesthetic to the world. And
Looks like another push map, or is this payload?
Monaco.
No, this is
Flying is
So-
Overwatch
No,
aesthetic.
sí, se mira
Also
bonito el
has
mapa
a
ese.
nice
another
connection to
push
the
map
overall
versus payload.
story of Overwatch 2,
No,
so
this-
look out for that.
oh, story connection.
Story connection.
Pero a un jugador
Did
competitivo
they
no
say
le importa lo
Escort?
bonito.
It's just gorgeous. I mean,
story
the one thing that
connection.
strikes me about
Oh,
this
that's where we're
map
pushing.
Hay que bajarle todo,
Wait,
güey.
maybe. I don't know.
¿Para qué 300
Maybe
is
not.
that
Oh,
cuadros
let's
se
go
le
to
verán?
point and area of the map
Oh,
is
that's where
so
we're pushing. That's the
drastically
payload. Wait, maybe. I don't know.
you know, once you actually see
Oh,
it
let's go
play,
start it.
but,
Point and area
is
of
that
the
something
map
that you guys
is
are
so
looking at with map design of just like how you guys can change like verticality, levels, terrain, really
is that
you know,
something that you guys are looking at with map
empower
design,
certain
of just, like,
heroes
how
or
you
certain
guys can
roles to
change,
really
like,
kind of take
verticality
advantage of that?
terrain?
We're definitely doing that. And
Empower
I
certain
think a lot of the
heroes or
Overwatch 2
certain roles
maps
to really
have
take
features in them
advantage
that we haven't built before.
And
Everyone
I
just
think a lot of
gotta
the
look
Overwatch
at
2
Rome,
maps
Mm,
and
that's
you
true.
have that sort
we
of
haven't built before.
sort of like switchback
Everyone
section
just
in it,
gotta
or like
look
the
at Rome,
loop section.
and we have
And
that
that was
sort
something
of sort
we
of like
tried
switchback
3 or
section,
4 times
or like
over the
loop
entire
section.
course of Overwatch
And that was something
development, and we're just never
tried
able to get it
3 or
to
4
work right.
times over
And on
the
Rome,
entire
we
course
feel
of
like we
Overwatch
finally cracked the
development,
code on
and we're
something
just
like that.
never
Thank you, Stapple. Thank you for the 3 months. Welcome back.
And on Rome, we
Really
feel like
Our
we
notifications
finally
off right
cracked the
now.
code on something like that.
And
Thank you,
it's
Stapple. Thank you for the
steeper
3
and
months. Welcome
longer
Oh,
back.
here's like the art.
we've done before.
This is like the concept art or
So
whatever.
there's a lot of like difference in elevation
Oh,
there.
here's like the art.
I'm assuming.
This
And
is
I
like
feel
the
like
concept
it
art or
kind of
whatever.
just speaks
Those
to
are cool.
some of the changes
Oh,
that
here's
we're
a
willing
root,
to
yeah.
make
and I feel like
with this game in order
kind of
to
just
introduce
speaks
new
to,
gameplay
some of
and to
the-
have
some
it
of the
feel
changes
fresh
that we're
and
looking
at,
vibrant for play.
with this game.
Yeah, I
in
definitely
order
think we can
to
start off that
introduce
final
new
map.
gameplay
We keep this
and to have
discussion
it
going
feel
because
fresh
that
and
was one of the
vibrant.
first things that I noticed about about this. I was like, oh, like we're going straight. I was like, oh, this feels like very like classic Overwatch. Like here's the choke, and then all of a sudden we're going up. And I was like, I can't remember a map. Maybe even I think people when they see probably would compare to like Esquivel-Rendon when you're kind of going around the castle, but it's even steeper than that. Like
two art books.
You're looking at it and you're like, oh man, how were they getting up there?
I remember when Eichenwald was introduced and there was that mega high ground. It's like,
¿Qué va a pasar con los mapas antiguos? Se supone que les iban a rediseñar, no madre.
Gosh, for me to die too. Pop on his May.
Ay, güey, voy a presentar este mapa. Por favor, pónganse monos diferentes. Mira otra vez con los carritos como los de la mapa de Oasis.
I love the spawn rooms with the cars and everything. It's just so cool. Yeah, you just kind of see both of these teams, come out of the spawn. Just a lot of detail. I love leaning into the F1 when you have
Valiendo verga, pusieron lo mismo.
Even the checkpoints is being, kind of like your.
Le dan muchas vueltas, ¿no? Para que pongan una pinche partida. Y mira, para despedirnos otra pinche partida.
So this first point is really interesting. Yeah, still no Sigma. We've seen what? Reinhardt, Winston, Zarya, and D.Va.
No han puesto ni la Orisa, ni el Sigma.
We saw Roadhog. No Orisa, no Sigma.
Otra vez a la digo al Zenyatta, otra vez a la Mercy. Parecen competitivas normales. Otra vez al pinche a la Ana. Hans otra vez. H. Sarias.
Yeah, there you go. That's the payload. That's the peacock.
No mames, pinche carro feo.
Oh no, it just
Le faltó poner sus luces a mí. Las intermitentes.
¿Está tuneado?
No mames. Se ve medio ridículo ese coche.
When you do map design,
I was ready for just like plowing out of the way.
Is where the spawn rooms are going to be and how you're going to get out of the spawn rooms. And obviously it's different. Coming out of a spawn room is different on a payload map than any of our other map types because you immediately start interacting with the objective. One of the toughest things about developing payload maps
Ya están boqueteando esa pendeja.
entire route needs to be like a certain minimum just to be able to get the payload to fit through it. And usually you want to have enough space on the sides of it so that you can move around. We do have a few decided in our maps, but they're very short. Like right after you get the payload in King's Row, it gets very tight.
Yeah.
That's for a short period of time. And so when you do start making these wider areas, it becomes very difficult to control sightlines. And it gets easy to make very long sightlines through the map where it no longer really feels like an Overwatch map anymore because we really try to control those things. And I think it's why you see that a lot of the payload maps, they do
El mapa de Juárez, no sé para qué lo hicieron. Puro desperdicio ahí de tiempo.
Qué fue, amiguito, en lugar de que te pongas a jugarlo para que sea popular de nuevo.
Está bien culero ese mapa.
Oh, wow.
¿Qué otro mapa quitaron?
El de la colonia lunar.
Ah, sí es cierto. Es que sí están bien culeros esos mapas.
Damn, that's alright. That Widow just got solo grabbed.
Estaban muy grandes esos mapas.
Ooh. What if there's like an elevator in there? They got jump pad elevator. Why don't they? Or no, they have an elevator.
Estaban feos, estaban raros.
The doors open up.
So we want the visuals to kind of change as players.
You have to go in, press the button.
The world looks different to them. It was flat before, and then reached the first objective and now we're on the hill.
Tanto esperar para no atinarle a la pendeja.
So there's this visual progression to kind of your completing objectives. You feel like you're making progress through the map because the world around you is somewhat changing as it goes along.
Kind of like Dorado almost. Like
right.
You kind of think of a map
map from the live game where you kind of start through that choke area, it goes towards that high ground, and then you have that like interior. And the interior for this
I feel like
is one of the cooler things that I've seen.
Oh, it's going up. Oh, I thought she was gonna land on high ground up there.
Just the tiering of it. How did that come about? With when we go inside, we'll obviously have a better view of it, but
Nadie juega la Widow así. Ahí abajo. Hasta la verga.
Super cool space and really fun to fight through. I think
So like you go in here and there's back staircase or something.
Overwatch map design is
that goes up here.
But just the way that the game has changed a little bit. The presence or the importance of high ground
I wonder where that goes.
really can't be
Este mapa sí está
in this game.
Maybe
de
it's the first
subida.
spawn, yeah.
More of that to teams.
Hey, there's a race car, yeah.
Conflict points in some of these maps.
Siento que sí se necesitaría una barrera.
Yeah, no, I think obviously it's a shooter, right?
Go in there, Honda. It has to be spawn. It has to be old spawn. Ooh, mega. Low ground.
Overwatch has always had the ability for multiple players to take high ground, whether it's like a Hanzo, like we just saw there, like with a wall climb or a Widow, but yeah, with like a multi-tiered level like this, it allows
PlayStation, ¿cómo doblegar un mundo postapocalíptico? Consejos para ayudarte a dominar Horizon Zero Dawn. Ya me la acabé.
Going inside like the
car will go inside of the casino.
Inside of the casino.
I've seen a few cars inside of
It's like the fire truck going into the.
Usually not moving though. I think, you know, depending on how the day went, maybe they're moving. But that's just from my point of view.
This is the hotel portion of. This is the hotel portion of the casino. The luxury.
Yeah, and you can see the high ground in the back over there. It's actually really difficult for us to put
There's
a
a lot
of
of-
it into our game. One of the things we do in Overwatch is our stairs are very shallow.
Shallow.
Typically have ramps in the entire game. And I think the game plays better that way. It feels smoother
Ya
like
va de
that.
reversa el carro.
So hard. It
Car's
just
going
kills
backwards.
the level designers on the project trying to get people up to high ground because it takes a lot of space in order to do it.
Yeah, that's
He's just
actually
walking.
really
Oh, what's that? He just walked to the pool.
I notice of. Yeah, when you like, yeah, the stairs aren't very like these like long, like windy climbs. Like there's kind of turns to get to that elevation.
We got
is that just
Jesus.
to keep everything smooth, just kind of.
Yep. So that's part of it. Keep it smooth, keep movement predictable.
Oh, Bob got stuck in a trap.
It's also like it can be really like kind of difficult to overcome a really steep
Fire time to
staircase.
kill?
It's like a
Wait,
wall
what are we
in front
talking
of you. You don't know what's going to be at the top of it. And so
Very shallow
we
pool.
always
It's a little
like
baby
players
pool.
to be able to run through our maps, to be able to look at a space and kind of develop a mental 3D image of where everything's going,
También tontos no
of
empujan
what
la
the
carga.
space is actually going to be like.
Oh, lower time to kill.
It's easier to do that with shallower stairs.
Well, it was talked about earlier about, or when
the
Super
shallower
was on, he was
staircase
talking
and higher
about,
staircase, and, like,
since there's
lastly,
two supports
just the
that
way
are
a lot of games
feeding all of your
character
heals
physics
into one tank though instead of
it's
two,
also smoother to
then
move on steep staircases.
plus you
Or
have one
on-
less tank to
on
do
shallow
damage,
staircases.
so against the tank.
The only really, I guess, steep staircase.
You know, if you're not getting hit by a Zarya and a Reinhardt and the entire team,
¿Qué pedo con las
so
medias?
it'll probably balance it out.
Yeah, that
There it
does
is.
kind of prove like the
Sign on the
things
pool.
that you're talking about. Where I know we've all been there, where Junkrat is sitting on top of the stairs with Horizon. You can't see where he's shooting you from, and you're just gonna get pelted on the way up.
Instead of us flanking more?
It's not the best of feelings, you know.
Why? Because there's
Yeah, I don't.
only
really
one
know what to say
tank.
about
I
that
don't know.
besides, we are moving away from.
You guys are ragging on these players so much. You know, you were hyping Michael up earlier.
I love
Just going after these players.
sitting up top. Like
These are devs, right?
One of the cool things about this map that I definitely saw when watching it was that like the attackers can actually
What?
access that area. Like you can go
Oh,
around and see curly mustache rotating around, and it's connected. That's something we haven't really seen.
Please, if you were playing this for the first time, chat, you would be running around looking at the map.
Routes, and we try to make it so that at least one team, like the team, can be aware of.
No me digas que van a mostrar también las dos rondas.
No creo.
Let you get all the way around behind the
Ah, no, pues sí.
No, ya con eso, con una es suficiente para darme idea qué pasa. No mamen.
Pónganse esos pinches monos nuevos, por favor. Quiero ver a la Moira.
No creo que se la
Es el
ponga.
único healer que no se han puesto.
¿Y la Brigitte?
Aparte de que no hay nada.
¿Ya se la
La
pusieron?
Brigitte tampoco se la han puesto. No, no se la
Puta
han puesto.
madre. Hasta ya la borraron.
Esa madre no sirve. Mercy.
Otra vez Mercy. Los mismos, güey. Oh, por fin el enano, 2 enanos.
¿Quién no está la Moira o qué?
A lo mejor no, amiguito.
We'll see. What do you feel about it?
All the other roles in the game, so as well as the work that we've been doing with like CC.
That's her, but you didn't get the left click. You didn't get the freeze. Yeah, you shot him with the McDonald's maker ice cream. McDonald's ice cream maker. Yeah. Yeah, that'll still be there.
Al Bastion, güey, no se lo han puesto.
Al
De DPS.
Oh, Dorado is nighttime.
Con sus pinches varios Fire Strikes a mi órale, puta, spamear también.
Venga, va a estar bien chido. 1200 la barrera, se la bajaron.
Puta madre, otra vez.
Verga, olvídalo.
Oh, she's freezing them. So the taking damage effect is different, right? Did he just cancel that himself?
It's such a good ability. Here's another one from how do you guys look at maintaining balance between PvE and PvE?
No, Mercy, no mames.
Oye.
How do you guys look at that?
Yeah, that's a really interesting question because we talked a lot about that earlier when we started developing larger PvPs.
Es que se nota mucho la diferencia cuando tienen un tanque de verdad a uno que no.
She just dove in there. Wow, that left click was not killing him though.
Adiós, pues.
It's hard to translate that to a PvE environment, for example. So that in our early playtests of PvE, it was sort of like, it feels like he needs more, and then we started getting into like, okay, well, we really.
Yeah, he canceled that himself.
Keep these separate, or we just zero. So a lot of the, like for instance, the current ones in Ultimate Fire.
No, tiene más chance de ganar el que tiene el Reinhardt.
Ajá.
The checkpoint is like the checkered flag on the thing.
So we started playing with it in PvP.
I wonder why there always needs to be a door opening or whatever. Like, there's no door there. Like, I know there's the spawn doors opening or whatever, but why can't the cart just keep moving?
¿Qué pedo con la ulti de la Mei?
Oh, there's where he was, right there. Did you guys see it? That is the bottom staircase.
Ya la viste, güey.
Ya no me
No cogen a nadie, güey.
It was a little dirty because it was like,
but like,
it wasn't a lot about
why not?
It was just like, oh, let's just throw all like crazy PvE stuff in here. Yeah, they were against players. And it was pretty tragic, but it was pretty interesting. And like, there's maybe a version of that.
La derecha hay una puerta.
Maybe a version that we could do at some point in the future. We don't have like direct matches.
Does Blizzard not freeze either? No, we saw someone. I didn't see the Blizzard, but we saw.
Órale, ya se va a acabar la batería.
Se va a acabar la pila.
¿Por qué no lo ves en el Play? No mames.
Sorry, I didn't see the Blizzard happen.
Porque no tengo Twitch en mi Play.
Pues bájalo.
No, hueva.
No mames.
the push game mode came out of a whole different game mode that we were working on.
Freeze immortality field?
Kind of trying to solve how you would put a capture the
Can I
flag
swallow it?
into like a main version of...
You don't need a freeze meter, there's no freeze. I know, I was like, oh, I'm gonna reach out and be like, hey, you know, you're adding all these
Duelo
UI
de
things, we should add a
nanos.
freeze meter.
Really excited.
Maybe that's why they removed it.
And hopefully it's something that we'll be able to talk to our players in the community about later.
I love that.
Yes.
I will say, with how many like coverings there are, they might need about rebalance Blizzard because that line of sight thing is so weird. This is a Torb versus Torb.
Experimental card, and then some of the things are there, and try out cool things that look like they've kind of made their way in.
There's a Blizzard.
I feel like that's
Did it freeze anybody?
tool for you guys for kind of testing out the April Fool stuff. Jeff, I don't know if I can convince you of Flying Sigma. I don't know.
Besa, Mercy, no seas mamón, qué pedo.
Ay, no sirve mi,
Oh my god.
That you guys are able to try. Experimental.
mi cable.
Yeah, it's been powerful. I mean, I feel like it's sort of a developer dream.
Oh gosh.
You're always just like, I don't know, maybe
Chuck,
this is kind of cool.
chuck the turret right in the
Show
lava.
this to people and get their impressions.
Yeah. Don't worry, the car is fine. It's
It's
molten core proof.
maybe even showing more stuff, but
Oh, that
what
tracer
if we
bullets
showed like crazy early level layouts that was just all
in that hallway there.
Like how early can we show before it gets like really
Razer,
here's the
Doomfist.
stick man gun, like is that just like not even
Is this the first time we've heard this? Why am I don't know.
So it's been powerful, and we're still looking at ways to sort of use it. Another great feedback tool.
So funny, we were talking the other day, and April Fool's is ridiculous, but then when like you saw it,
Ay, no mames, estás bien pendeja, Tracer.
Mhm.
There's the other checkered flag.
the Sigma's cool to fly for a day or two.
Están hablando del Sigma, pero no lo ponen.
Pero no lo veo.
Como que te equivocaste de nombre, ¿no?
Area. And then there was one question actually just about the Overwatch dev team. Like, how has it been? Working from home. How long is this?
2 minutes.
I feel like it's really grown a lot.
The work from home is a bit of a mixed bag, and when we first started, we were really worried about.
Oh, there's definitely people getting booped there.
And the team is amazing, and they actually like really rallied, and I feel like we are just as productive as we were before, and in some ways we are more productive about certain things.
Adiós, Popo.
The camping spot, yeah.
We don't all have.
I can't. There's gonna be so many Lucios that are like,
Ya se apagó.
Ay, se me apagó el teléfono. ¡No mames!
Pues ponen YouTube, güey. Ahí en el Play. Y ya nada más para que veas el final del stream.
Ay, es que ¿dónde está el YouTube?
Ahí donde dice aplicaciones. Ahorita que no me acuerdo
Creo
de
que no lo
instalado. Puta madre.
Pinche teléfono mierda. No tengo el YouTube.
Puta madre, amiguito.
¿Dónde checo esto? ¿Dónde puedo entrar al internet de esta madre? No sé.
En tu lap.
No la tengo. Está arrumbada. ¿Cómo entro aquí al Google?
¿En dónde aquí, güey? En el Play.
Sí.
En el navegador. Ahí busca navegador.
¿Dónde está eso? Nunca lo he usado.
Igual en donde está aplicaciones.
¿Aplicaciones? PlayStation Store.
No, sin ir al PlayStation Store. Ahí tiene que estar el área de aplicaciones.
Dice, ¿qué estás pensando? No entiendo.
Ya terminó la partida.
Espérame, ya prendió esta madre. Deja vuelvo a buscar el Fitzy.
Matt
Aquí
Morel.
está navegador de internet. No, tuve que ir a la biblioteca.
Pendejo.
Pero ya aprendí esta madre. Está el pendejo del Fitzy.
Ahí está.
To the game today. You guys could just kind of give one lasting message to like everybody out there.
Ya, un último mensaje.
Release date, release date.
With all these PvP changes today, what would it be?
I guess I'd say thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for like the support and the communication, like the active communication that has been present from our community ever since,
transitions. Bam!
even from before Overwatch came out. So one, I'd like to just give a heartfelt thank you to everyone that's watching and has been involved in our communities throughout the years. And I also want to let you know that we are still listening and we are still taking feedback on this game, and more than anything, we just want it to be the best version of itself that it can be, and we're committed to making it that. We come into work every day kind of like passionate and excited to work on this game, whether it's some of the things in hero mode that we're doing for the PvE side
Bring
of the
back
game,
old
or
Mercy.
whether it's the maps or heroes that we're working on for the PvP side of the game. So thank you all. Thank you for letting us build this game for all of you, because we love doing it.
How about for you, Jeff and Dion?
I pretty much echo what Aaron said, of course. Thanks to the community. I mean,
Echo?
a lot of this kind of changes, especially all this experimentation and things we've done starting Overwatch 2, was directly getting feedback from the community and hearing what people like.
Oh,
like,
it's
that comes across.
a mirror on his door
Also to mention
or his
that,
closet.
Obviously, I
was like, why would you not just move the mirror?
Pretty early work in progress still. We're still trying a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I mentioned that isn't even in this, so you can see that we're very actively working on this stuff. So if you like see something like, I see Doomfist running around and smash people against walls, and I can imagine somebody like, oh, Doomfist is still doing his stun combo kill, but like, I suspect we'll be making a lot of changes to him, for example, especially if we do CC changes. So it's sort of like the double-edged sword of like being able to show you guys the stuff really early is, some of it's not quite done yet, but I think it's been awesome to really try to keep communication up and letting you guys see what we're working on.
Yeah, and I echo the same thing. We have
Lots of
a really incredible
echoing.
team working on the game, the character team, world building, QA, production, concepting. It's quite a crew. We love playing the game every day, and we look forward to getting it into players' hands soon.
Yeah, no, I
soon.
Obviously, kind of working with you guys on some of the stuff like this, and then some of the other members of the Overwatch team, like your guys' passion to just make this game the best is something that comes through.
He should not have said
so
that.
I'm really excited to see what you guys have in store for the future of the game. Aaron, what's next? What can the community look for? I think you guys have an AMA going on.
Yep, we have one coming up in just a few days. It's going to be on the main Overwatch Reddit. Or subreddit, sorry. So tune into that, and I think it's the 3 of us. Don't quote me on that.
He's signing up Dion.
Don't quote me on that.
If it's not you guys, you just got signed up. I'll send the
Aaron, let me know.
Yes,
we'll send
we're gonna be there answering questions.
We'll send the Outlook invites. We'll get everybody in here counting.
Heating alive on Reddit?
This morning.
Maybe.
Nothing will be needed for that. But yeah, and then we have Overwatch League kicking off again tomorrow. We'll be discussing a lot of the things that we're talking about today here at 11:30 PT. And don't forget, guys, the Overwatch Anniversary event is going on right now in-game. Some really awesome skins to earn. You can get that combat, the new Ana skin, I know, by winning games. You just keep losing games constantly, and eventually they're just way slower. Thank you guys so much for everything today. Truly a blast. Thank you, Aaron, Jeff, and Dion. That'll be it from us. Follow Play Overwatch on all social medias to stay up with all the latest news for Overwatch 2. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What the? Oh, we're just gonna. All right, chat. Chat.
Ramito, me voy a tragar.
Yo voy a cagar, amiguito. Ya me voy.
Yo no regreso. Pinche Dani está en su grupo. Ahí les
Ok.
casto. Ahí la ves.
Bye bye, amiguito.
Bye.
Crazy out there.
Vamos a cerrar esto. Ya tenerlo